another episode of Godzilla. He attacks the four-story Bandai building.
No!
Okay, guys, welcome to the OKGoodReview show. And I just got here. Look at that. It's cool, right? But anyway, to the point of this episode, we're going to be reviewing Bandai's Space Godzilla. We've been looking for this guy for a while. This is a beginner's level toy, now real. It's supposed to be like played with, and of course it's always hollow.
Okay, guys, Godzilla, Space Godzilla from Bandai, and it's got like a millennium though here, which I think is kind of funny. So we have a Shin Godzilla. I don't know if we're going to be getting a Bandai Shin. The NECA ones are pretty cool. I don't know if we need a Bandai. However, we will definitely be getting this Gigan. He is way cool.
That's Final Wars Gigan.
Yeah.
I can tell because 2004 was Final Wars.
We don't have a Destroyer yet. If we can find him, we will get this one as well. And of course, those will be available in the Godzilla playlist, guys, just like this video will be. And there he is.
Now this is a beginner's level paint job toy. Of course this is hollow, so it's basically meant to be played with. But if you want to display it, you can. There's really not that much articulation to it. Not too much.
Right you are.
Not too much articulation on the arms. A 360 head rotation.
Yeah, that's... I don't know if that's actually accurate to
part.
the film, but it'd be interesting to find out. I know we saw something with Space Godzilla in it. I just don't recall what show that was.
And then you see this part of the tail with the line right there?
Yes.
That turns, but the rest of the tail is just molded in.
That's a very bright white on his tail scales.
And of course you can move the legs and move the feet. You can move the feet at 360 degree angle.
That's nutty.
And then this, you can only move so far.
Yeah, he's a bit limited.
That's the articulation.
And he sits... What's kind of weird is that if you don't get the legs exactly right, he sits kind of cockeyed. So, let's take a look at him. This very white, vibrant white in the back. And so here's what's weird about this, right? Godzilla was created by nuclear radiation in the ocean on Earth. So where did this guy come from?
Space?
You know what I mean? But okay.
Alien planet with a ton of radiation on it.
Okay, but why would that develop in this way? You know what I mean? Like this one, I think they were trying to squeeze a little bit of juice out of the franchise at that point, in my view. And I think that's kind of what happened here. His feet are pointed up, though. You see his feet are angled up. Why is that foot angled up? Did you see that? That is so kooky. Why is weird? But yeah, Leo's right. It's a hard, hollow plastic. And one of the things I don't like about this is you can see the seam lines here.
Yeah, but NECA, they just cover up the seam lines so easily. But it looks so good.
But I mean, the paint is very...
looks so movie accurate to the movie. It just seems impossible.
The paint is very bright on this. It's a very bright, vibrant paint job on this.
And the spikes on the shoulders, they don't look as good as they do on the packaging. You see, there's this vibrant, translucent-ish blue.
They're
basically lying to the viewers on the package.
It is, yeah. It's a brighter blue. They're obviously touch photos, but fingers are all molded together here. The mouth is... But, I mean, it gets the idea across, right? It's obviously a Godzilla, and it obviously is Space Godzilla.
Space.
Yeah. So, I mean, as far as that goes, I don't know that I necessarily agree with the star here. This, I'm not sure that you can get a lot of play value out of it. I'm not even sure you get a lot of posing value out of it. And I don't understand this articulation. You can see there's space. There's space up in here, right? So there's space in here, but you can't actually move this guy anywhere. So I don't understand what they meant here. I mean, I'm assuming it's ball joints, but it's so weird because the motion is substantially limited by pieces of, like, physically by pieces of plastic.
That's the same with
I
the
don't even know
light.
what this
it can
one's
only
hitting.
move so far.
Oh, it's hitting in here. And this one, yeah, I don't know.
So it's basically like a beginner's level toy.
Yeah, I think it's cool. There's not a lot of Space Godzillas out there, so, you know, from that perspective, it probably is worth having, just because there's not that many.
But it's still a beginner's level toy. There's really... The paint job is so bright on it. I think they're trying to get the point across that it's supposed to be movie accurate. But these spikes like here look like they took the mountains right out of this world and then just.
So I feel like if they were going to go that bright of white, it makes the crystals on his shoulders look dingy by comparison,
spikes.
and also
Dingy spikes.
yeah, and also his.
Dingy
They tried to go for a little bit of white on his fingernails, which didn't work. And his toenails
turned out
also.
like this, a molded mess.
It looks dingy. It's a little bit faded. That's great.
You can't even move the jaw on that.
It's great.
And if I had any chance, I would try to at least move the jaw on anything that looks like it can move. But the mouth is just molded in place. Like, how is he ever going to close his mouth? How is he even supposed to eat?
I don't know. Does he eat in the movie?
No.
And they kind of
you have to get a spoon and then shove it down your throat.
Yeah, and they also they dropped off painting the tail scales here, which is kind of odd. And I kind of wish they would have done a gradient here. Now, I know I'm asking for a lot here for a not super expensive toy, but this piece is obviously whoa, these are whoa. Did you notice that these are soft? The tail spikes are soft vinyl. Whoa.
That's a collector's item material.
Oh. I'm not sure I would say that either, but it is kind of interesting that the rest of it's hard plastic. And
soft vinyl.
You have the soft vinyl for the spikes.
But you can see the seam where they glued it on.
And only the spikes, yeah. This one, the seams are really, really obvious.
You can see how he put them together.
Mm-hmm.
But the paint job for a beginner's level toy would be excellent.
I think it's pretty cool. Like I said, there's not a lot of Space Godzillas out there.
I know, but
and this
paint job is fantastic for a beginner's level toy. I see they're trying to make a movie toy that resembled the actual movie itself. But it just looked like they got two dimmed mountains, made them extra tall, and then just strapped them on from there.
Well, those are like his power crystals. But yeah, like I said, this one is cool to have just to have. It obviously is something that would probably just be hanging out on the shelf collecting dust at some point, but the paint job I am not super in love with, but again, if you need a Space Godzilla to complete your collection, there's not that many. That you could go a lot worse ways than this.
Whoa! Did you notice if you move the spike, it's like that part of the tail is coming off.
Yeah. You're tearing the glue out. So yeah, this is I'm not sure I agree that this is a play toy. I think this is really more of a display toy, but it is pretty cool.
But it's also a beginner's level. If you're a beginner collector of Godzilla, this would be the toy for you.
Sure. Yeah. If you're just trying to build it, so you have a Godzilla and all his enemies, this is a good one to go. And we, like I said, as we find more of these guys, we'll be doing those as well. And of course, you can find those all on the Godzilla playlist. But that's going to do it for this look at the Bandai Space Godzilla.
Beginner's collection item.
Indeed. Guys, if you did enjoy our look at this, please give us the old thumbs up, guys. Hit the red subscribe button if you've not done so already, guys. I don't know if there will be comments and notification available on this video. If there are, guys, please feel free to use them if you care to do that, whether they are there or not. Come follow us on Twitter, where updates to the channel are made in live and direct time, guys. We have Twitter-specific content, such as we do a lot of Godzilla displays, actually. I'd say of all the displays that show up on Twitter, Godzilla is probably the most of them. So come there. They're only on Twitter. If you guys use Twitter, come follow us there. And you guys can also comment to the videos on Twitter if you care to do that.
That looks natural right there. That walking pose looks so natural.
Let's take a look. Anyway, guys, here he is. One last look. Bandai Space Godzilla. We'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.